Imagine this: peaceful hike, fresh air, zero problems. Then a voice comes out of solid rock asking for help. No houses, no campers, just wilderness, and a human voice where no human should be. And here's the kicker: sometimes the scariest traps don't chase you, they invite you in. So buckle up, because this story isn't about monsters in caves, it's about something much worse: people. Ethan set out that morning expecting nothing more dangerous than sore legs and maybe a twisted ankle. Quiet trail, dry leaves crunching under his boots, the kind of hike where your thoughts are louder than the world. Then he heard it. Help, please? Not wind, not an echo. A voice, weak, human, and coming straight out of the hillside. Now here's reality check number 1. When someone calls for help, your brain doesn't analyze it, reacts. Empathy kicks in before logic even gets its boots on. And that instinct? That's exactly what someone was counting on. Because Ethan stepped off the trail, and the moment he entered the cave, the world outside shut off like someone muted reality. Birds gone, wind gone, just dripping water and his own heartbeat trying to escape his chest. The voice came again, closer. I can't move. And here's the first twist. Trapped people usually beg you to hurry. They don't warn you to stay back. But this voice did. Which should have been Ethan's cue to leave. But curiosity mixed with compassion is a dangerous cocktail, and he kept moving forward. And just when things couldn't feel stranger, his flashlight landed on something impossible in a cave. A backpack. Clean. Upright. Next to a full water bottle. Carefully placed. Nobody accidentally drops supplies like they're setting up a campsite inside a random cave, and right beside it, a coil of thick rope, pre-knotted. That's when survival instinct finally cleared its throat and said, "Buddy, something's off." But the voice cried again. Desperate now. Closer. Human. Convincing. And Ethan rounded the bend. He saw a hand pressed against the rock wall, pale fingers bracing, like someone was being pulled backward. And when Ethan whispered, "What happened to you?" the answer came soft, calm, almost relieved. "You came." And that's when clue number 4 showed up, blinking red. A motion sensor taped to the cave wall. Let that sink in. Somebody wired a cave. Now, the puzzle pieces started clicking together fast. Rope, supplies, sensors, drag marks on the ground, no footprints leaving, and suddenly Ethan understood something terrifying. This wasn't where someone got trapped. This was where people were brought. And the voice? Not live, recorded. Perfectly timed bait designed to lure good people deeper inside. Because kindness is predictable, and predators love predictable. Right then, Ethan heard something the recording never made. Breathing. Someone else inside the cave. Real, quiet, waiting. The voice changed tone. Calm now. You shouldn't have come alone. And when Ethan turned to leave, someone was already behind him. Fresh footprints, another sensor, another rope, exit routes controlled. At that moment, Ethan made the smartest decision of his life. He killed his flashlight and disappeared into darkness. And here's the survival lesson most horror movies ignore. Running isn't always smart. Sometimes vanishing is better. He crawled sideways, found someone hidden in the rock alive, terrified, who whispered, "Don't move." Then light swept the cave. 2 people, searching, controlled, calm, not amateurs. They checked sensors, talked about resetting traps, like fishermen fixing nets, because to them, hikers weren't victims, they were catches. And when their light turned away for just 1 second, Ethan exploded into motion. Gravel flying, shoulders smashing rock, sprinting blind toward daylight while boots thundered behind him. And somehow, against all odds, he made it out. Rescue teams came later. The cave was empty. No sensors, no rope, no speakers. Only drag marks disappearing into passages too tight to follow. Authorities later connected missing person cases to similar setups. Fake distress calls, remote trails, volunteers who never came home. Because predators don't always chase. Sometimes they wait for heroes. And here's the uncomfortable truth. Our best human trait, helping strangers, is also our biggest vulnerability. Ethan never hikes alone now. And if he hears someone calling from a place no one should be, he keeps walking. Because sometimes survival means knowing when not to answer. So here's the question for you. If you heard someone crying for help where no one should be, would you go in? Or would you trust your instincts and walk away? Tell me in the comments honestly. And if stories like this make you think twice about the world around you, stick around, hit subscribe, because sometimes the scariest stories aren't fiction, they're warnings. And remember, not every cry for help is coming from a victim. Sometimes it's coming from the trap.